Welcome to another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles draft here on the channel. We have two rares to consider. We have Leatherhead Swamp Stalker. It's a trampler. It can be hexproof. It's really strong, hard to interact with. And then there's Raphael the Night Watcher, which is another really strong rare. I like Leatherhead more, and I'm going to take it over the Raphael. Being hexproof is just a huge game. It's really hard for some decks to attack past this ever. It makes all of the green interaction spells better because you just know they can't kill your creature in response to your Tenderize. And you can sometimes even get more value when you put mutagen counters on it, use them to destroy artifacts and enchantments. It's really strong. Other than that, I think Raphael is a fantastic card. It's especially good, I think, in red-white versus red-blue, but it's still a really good card. And in this pack, I expect this to go, this to go, this to go, this to go. So this is the whole top row is gone. 5, 6, 7, 8 maybe. Or maybe the Stockman will go instead of the Shredder's Revenge. So I don't expect to wheel anything good from this pack. There's just some kind of bad cards. I probably wheel Zoo Escapees. If I wheel one of those blue cards, I'll be pretty happy. Okay, so following up Leatherhead. First things first, is there a good green card? Not a card I want a second pick. Saved by the Shell is good, but not really second pick good. Is there a good card in a supplementary color to this? Buzzbots is probably the best mono blue card here. A little bit better than Donatello, I think, especially early when you're still collecting 2-drops. And as far as green-black cards, there's not a good black card. Bebop is kind of a flop. There is, however, Brilliance Unleashed, which if you're playing blue-green, splashing red is a very easy thing to do because there is overlap there. The blue-red is a thing, so there's a red-blue dual land, for example, which can help you. So this is a very tempting option, and I think I'm going to take it here. It's a very strong card. There's also Dimensional Exile as a kill spell. It doesn't really go with the first pick that I have, but it is a good kill spell. But I'd rather get the Brilliance Unleashed. And I could, of course, abandon Leatherhead, too, and just play blue-red. But I like taking Brilliance Unleashed here. Pick 3. Okay, we see some great options here. We see a Frog Butler. This is one of the best commons in the set, if not the best common, depending on who you ask and how much you like playing these green splashy decks. Cards like Mutant Town are good. Again, we're not going to wheel anything out of this pack. We might wheel Cowabunga, but that card's not even crazy because we can't get our Leatherhead or our... Actually, wait, it's a mutant. We can get our Leatherhead. So Cowabunga gets a lot better for our deck because we can... So I said, always be careful reading these card types. Crocodile, Mutant, Rogue. Okay. But yeah, after Frog Butler, the next best card is probably Jenica. And Jenica, the second best card in the last pack was also a white card. But there's Stockman, Retro Mutation, both of which are fine. This is a very weak pack, though, overall. Mutant Town is third, fourth best in here, and that's kind of wild. Okay. So now we have some choices to make. How greedy do we want to be? Because we could play a blue-green deck that splashes black for Tainted Treats and red for Brilliance Unleashed. We could be just a straight-up black-green deck. I think Tainted Treats is the pick here. But it's there is some argument for taking a TCRI building if we're playing blue-green splashing Brilliance Unleashed or something like that. There's Stomp by the Foot, which is a card that I've come down on a little bit. You don't always have the sack fodder you'd like for it, but it's still a good card. But look, this whole top row is pretty weak. Henchbot has come way down in my estimations. Michelangelo's can be good. Slithering Cryptid can be good. I think Tainted Treats is just the best card by a mile here. Frog Butler really helps with casting these splash cards too. After this, though, I think I would take TCRI building over these 2 3-drops. So that's kind of where my head's at. Because I would like to play this Brilliance Unleashed if I can. Okay. So, heading into pick 5, we don't really have any crazy reason to be a blue-green deck, but Ooze Spill is very good. So, would I rather have Ooze Spill or take the illegitimate business to help me here? And I think Ooze Spill, blue-red is a good home for it too. So it's definitely between the illegitimate business and the Ooze Spill. I find that if I get enough Frog Butlers and enough of the random fixers, I can kind of justify playing whatever I want. Ooze Spill is quite strong. I'm just going to take it here. Okay, now we get Westwind Avatar. Nice top-end card for our deck. Cowabunga, Squirrelinoids, Shredder's Revenge. I think one Westwind Avatar can be a nice top-end threat. Wow, we get Dimensional Exile potentially. I don't think we want to splash that. I think we'd rather splash Manhole Missile because we already have a red card. There's a Rokusaki, but that card's really only good in black-white. There's Stockman. There's Michelangelo. I'm just going to take the red card. The potential splash. I don't really prioritize Michelangelo too highly. I'll play one, but not the highest on my priority list. We get another Ooze Spill. I mean, it's just the best card by a mile. Now I kind of wish I had the black-blue land. And we did wheel Stockman. That's nice. But yeah, other than that, it was kind of the useless one. Shredder's Revenge coming back, but... Okay, we aren't seeing anything crazy useful here. So let's take stock of where we're at. We currently have mostly playable cards, but we don't have any fixing really, except for a Frog Butler. So these cards are on the chopping block. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the black blue the dual land that would have helped us cast Tainted Treats might have been a better priority than Ooze Spill, though I was still trying to almost assert my claim to being a blue deck there. I don't want to play multiple Stockmans like ever. This card, the fact that it's legendary, does kind of make me like hesitant. Though you can't island cycle it. Okay, Slithering Cryptid's not the worst. I like to kind of view this as like a 5 or 6 drop, like a 6 drop where you play 3 drop, hold this up in the late game. Slithering Cryptid can do some decent work. We're kind of figuring out what our splash is going to be. We could splash red for these, black for these. Okay, so here I'm going to take Lessons from Life. It's a really strong card. It ramps you, draws you 3. If you're playing a slower matchup, this card is exactly what you want. I would love to get Omni Cheese Pizza or Escape Tunnel or Buzzbots, honestly. This pack, someone's going to take the rare, I think, just because they want it. This is going to be gone. This card wheels way more than it should, but it's probably going to be gone. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe I'll wheel Escape Tunnel or Cheese Pizza or Bots, because there is a decent number of playable. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's kind of like 8 good cards in this pack, so one of the 2 that I want might wheel. Pizza is more likely than the land. Okay. 2 cards for me. How many artifacts do I have right now? 0, but I have some mutagen token makers. And this card's really, really good, I think. I'm less big of a fan of this one because you can't always bounce what you care about. We're going to hope to get some of these pizzas back. There is another land, but we're just going to take the really strong card for our deck that's in our main colors. And then hope to get some Buzzbots or something later. I also like the Blimp. Okay, now we get a Tenderize, get ourselves some interaction. This is a really weak pack for us. Good for white decks, Lita, Jenica. We don't really care about Old Hob. We're not really that interested in Utrom either, but Tenderize is good removal for us. Okay, now there is Mona Lisa, Science Geek. Significantly worse than Frog Butler, but can still get the job done. Donatello's not the best for us. We could play Zoo Escapees in a pinch, but I think we'll just take this. Helps our mana a little bit. Gives us kind of like... Each of these things that tap for a color are kind of like a half source in some ways. Okay, and now we get a Metalhead. Really good card, power level-wise. This pack is coming together nicely. I think we're only going to splash either black or red, so I don't really regret passing up the lands because we don't really know which one we'd rather splash right now. Leaning a little bit towards red, but Tainted Treats is really strong, so we'll have to see which lands, what fixing we get. It could really all come down to if we get a black-green dual land at some point. And we could technically splash both of these cards depending on if we see the fixing for our mana base as well. Like if we get a couple of the pizzas to wheel. Though I'm feeling like a lot of these things are getting cut a little bit. But we're getting some powerful cards. Like in terms of raw card quality, like if we just view this as like a 6-drop. Ooh, another Metalhead. Nice. We are going to need to get some 2-drops. We are currently way behind on that count. We haven't really passed a ton of really good ones. We did pass a couple of the pizzas, but Metalhead's a really good way to catch up. I would love to get another Frog Butler. We're not going to see one this pack, obviously, but going into pack 3 maybe could. And as I said, which lands we get could be a huge factor in what we end up playing here. Getting a blue-red land makes the splash of these cards a lot more likely versus Tainted Treats. And I know I could have taken a black land over the Ooze Spill, the black-green land, which could have helped, but the Ooze Spill is quite nice, especially because blue-green doesn't always have great interaction. Okay, we get one land for the red pile, and then we get... This is the wrong colors. We can take Ragamuffin Raptor. There is some argument to taking Crustacean Commander just to get another 2-drop. I don't think I'm that desperate right now, though. Maybe I should be. In some worlds, I just accept that I'm probably going to lose early games. But I'm probably going to wheel some 2/2s that make mutagen tokens when they die. If I get to 4 or 5 2-drops... Oh, baby, there's the skipper. So people were smart. They didn't take Splinter's technique, but I still wield the Omni Cheese Pizza, which is the exact 2-drop that I want for this deck. Because the more of those I get, the more likely I can play Tainted Treats. And wheeling the first one makes it slightly more likely I wheel the second one, too. And if I could end up with 2 of these coming out of the pack, oh, baby. I mean, we did wheel the Casey. That was somewhat expected, because nobody takes that card for some reason, even though it's great. 2 to each creature, honestly, might be good in my deck. It kills one of my creatures. I'm going to try it, maybe. If we end up splashing red, we could maybe consider Jenika's technique. Bot bashing time, maybe. The deep red splash is looking more and more appealing, depending on how the cards shape up. Ooh, and now the black splash is back on the menu. Last Ronin's insane. Absolutely insane. Great open. Great pickup. And now we're kind of just there on power level. We don't really need to splash Jenika's now. We don't need bot bashing. We just kind of have these 2 red cards that are pretty good. Might not even need anything other than the 1 Brilliance Unleashed. Tainted Treats plus Last Ronin as far as black cards. Like we have 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4 sources of like red mana for this card. And it's pretty good with Omni Cheese Pizza. Sewer Valence Cam is also great. I would take that over the Ooze Spill. I do like this card as well, but I'd probably take the Sewer Valence Cam. I do need to get some early drops at some point here. But this is looking a lot better for me here. This is not a good pack for our hero. Could take Stomp by the Foot. If we're playing a deeper splash. Shredder's technique is much better, though. And then there's, like, Retro Mutation. There's Retro Hench Bots, I mean. I've not been that impressed by that, though. We don't need more expensive cards. But sure, we'll take the Kill Spell. Maybe we can get it to work. Okay, once again, we are just not seeing cheap plays here. I think we passed a couple of 2-drops that we could have maybe played. Here, we'll take Stomp by the Foot. Give myself another 2. We have like 3 things to play on turn 2 right now, so it's not like literally doomsday. Remember, the Ooze Spills are one of the main reasons we're playing blue. We could consider just swapping over to black-green if we have a dearth of things, and then splashing the blue parts of the card. Splash this, 2 Metalheads, and then get rid of the Ooze Spills a little bit. Again, we're not seeing the early creatures for our colors. I mean, this card's wrecked me before. I think we're just going to take the black-green land here. Make it easier to cast all of the cards we do have that are early based. I do like Return to the Sewers. We have 4 picks after this to see anything that costs 2 mana. I mean, this is technically a cheap play. But I think the green-black land is going to be pretty helpful here. The blue-green land is pretty helpful here now. I wouldn't mind Pachyderm either, but we're just going to get the lands to make our splashes a little easier. I don't love where we're at. Okay. Do I take Ice Cream Kitty just to have a 2-drop? I think Escape Tunnel is just too good for my deck, though. Which is kind of funny. I mean, the 2-drop would be amazing for me here, too. I'm just going to take the tap land to make it easier to cast my black spells. And then I could take Cowabunga. I could take Henchbots. I'll take Henchbots. Okay, we got an Ice Cream Kitty. We have 4 things to do on turn 2. 5 things to do on turn 2. I will take this over Ooze Spill. 2/3 blocker. I mean, we kind of got there, honestly. 3 things. We get 2 Henchbots now. Henchbots is really bad with the last Ronin, but we'll cross that bridge if we come to it. And we kind of got there. I feel pretty good about taking this Escape Tunnel now. We got the 1 Ice Cream Kitty. We got the Mouser. We have 3 2-drops plus 2 pizzas. Squirrel Annoyed's honestly maybe not the worst, depending on how deep our black splash is. And honestly, our black splash might be better than our... Like, the 2 Ooze Spills are not necessarily the end-all, be-all. And these things don't have to survive that long. They just need to be a roadblock. We have 4 lands here, so we have to make a few cuts. Oh my gosh, we got a Pachyderm back? That's huge. That's a really good card for us. The life gain's pretty huge. So, I think our blue might end up being the splash color. But that does make it harder to splash this, because then it's a double splash. I might want Jenica's Technique off the splash, too. Because, again, it doesn't really kill my 2-drops, but it might kill a bunch of theirs. Help me stabilize. Could be the first time I've ever really wanted that card. Could also just play another cheap kill spell. Okay, let's see. So this would be 4, 5, 6, 7 green, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue. That's not enough. How many black cards is this? We have more black. It's definitely primarily blue-green still. I could cut some of my blue cards. Cut like 2 Ooze Spills. And remember, I do have the Frog Butlers, Omni Cheeses. So like in my mana base, if I play like 1 of these, 2 of these, and just add 1 of each of these, that gives me 2, 3, 4 black sources, kind of 5, 6 black sources in a way. 7. I've got a decent number of black sources then. And similarly with red. I don't really want Squirrelanoids that much. Definitely mostly green. Cut an Ooze Spill. I might not be able to play either Ooze Spill, honestly. Manhole Missile's dicey too. Stomp by the Foot is slightly dicey. Got Shredder's Technique, Tainted Treats, Last Ronin is black cards. And I got Brilliance Unleashed and Jenica's Technique is red cards. I really just want to try out Jenica's Technique. I've got a decent number of kill spells. Henchbots could go. At least 2 copies could go. I'm going to cut a Stockman. And 1 Henchbots, I think. So I have 3 red pips, but yeah, 2 red cards, 3 black cards. 1, 2, 3 black sources in the mana base. But then I have these 2. I kind of want to add 1 more of these and cut a forest. That seems a little bit more prudent. And then I still have a good number of blue things. This is kind of like a late game play. I kind of want to just try it like this and cut 1 more card. I could cut Ooze Spill. I'm going to cut 1 Henchbots. We'll see. We'll kind of view the Henchbot like counterspell dynamic and see how that feels. But yeah, getting ready for round 1, I'd like to shout out the NicolaiBolas Patreon. If you're enjoying my videos and you'd like to support my mission to make draft accessible for people of all skill levels and hopefully have some fun along the way, Patreon is the place to go. And you get access to bonus content like my tier lists and format thoughts documents. Special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It makes a tremendous difference. Okay, gearing up for round 1 still. We have all of our colors. This is a pretty easy keep. Need to play our green source turn 1. So they're playing white, so it's either white red or white black. The white decks aren't usually part of the soup ones. Draw. Okay, lessons from life. Start off with a green source. Okay, so they didn't have a 1-drop. They probably have a 2-drop. White, black. Okay, ninja time. Action news crew. Not always the first 2-drop you'd play, because it does have some late game applications. But it's very, like, expendable. I have a decision already. I think I just go with Island Omni-Cheese. And then play Mona Lisa on turn 3. And then I risk not having a 4-drop, but I have to draw 1 untapped land for this to work. And I think getting this down is nice. Draws through my deck a little bit. Okay. And we have some life gain banked up, maybe. They're going to ninja something in, maybe? No ninjas, okay. So what do they have in their hand? They don't have a Rokusaki. Ice Cream Kitty, sure. Maybe they have Foot Ninjas. Okay. So we have this untapped land. So we can play the Mona Lisa and still have a guaranteed Donatello on turn 4. I don't see any reason not to do that. Okay. 4 mana. So the combat tricks they could have are Death Touch, which nobody plays, +1/+3, which nobody plays. Or they could have like a Shredder. Bounce like this thing, give the other guy Death Touch. It's an uncommon. Blocking saves me 2 life. What are the odds they have Shredder versus that? This is a kind of free roll attack in some ways. If they have Shredder, it's not good for me, but I'm saving myself some life points. My life total is not precarious exactly, but they have the Kunoichi. So they exile my guy. Sure. So that was going to happen regardless, so I did save myself 2 life. Do I play Lessons from Life here? Or do I play Donatello? They have 4 cards in hand. 3 of them are unknown. They have yet to play a kill spell. Usually a lot of decks will have like enough kill spells that they have one in their opener. If I play Donatello and it dies, I take 5. Like if they just like anchovy it, I take 5. If I play this, I could find a kill spell. I think this is the best play. If I draw a land, I can get a couple things going. I'll put this land into play, tapped. Okay. Now I can use my henchbots maybe pretty effectively. Though ditching the Kunoichi is not necessarily what I want to be doing. Ouch. That's a scary card. Play Forest. Metalhead can bounce this guy. Then they play Kunoichi, exile my dude. Okay. Remember, I do have some life gain set up. Next turn I can play 7 mana worth of spells, play this and this maybe. Sure. They have one card I know about, which is pretty scary. I'm definitely going to play 2 spells here. So this thing, they can't necessarily play an interactive spell and sneak that into play, which is good for me. And if they just cast this, then I'm still going to be able to block the Leonardo in all likelihood. I mean, this game's not going great for me, that's for sure. Okay, yeah, that's really bad. Yep, that's really bad. And then they have the Kunoichi. Which just gets to exile my other guy. I'm not out of this yet. Remember, we do have the last Ronin, so now we're just drawing to that. That's our best and only out, probably. And if we draw it, then we can win. Where we have 23 cards, so I have roughly 4% odds every draw step. Okay. Definitely a pretty easy scenario here. Henchbots getting rid of the Leonardo. And this guy. If they don't have a kill spell for Henchbots, we've stabilized somewhat. Okay. Definitely not blocking. We'll just take the 3. Okay. So we are going to... I think we do want to sack a land to gain 3 life here. We're going to put a counter onto this guy so it can block more effectively. And I think we will gain 3 life once. We don't really need the life that much. There's Leatherhead's really good here. Henchbot's doing some serious work. This is the matchup it's probably at its best. Yep. They sack the Kunoichi. Wow. Okay, they probably have Karai in that case. If they're doing that. Like, one of these 2 cards is probably Karai. They're going to attack me, get the Karai, get the Kunoichi into play, exile Henchbots. Which means I have a lot of pressure on me. Okay. Play this first. I'm trying to gain back my life points here, so I will sack this. Because I'm still trying to draw my last samurai thing. draw another card here. Mighty Mutanimals, sure. So they don't have Karai. Foot Elite, sure. Oh my goodness. That could be incredible here. 2 damage to each creature. So kill this, shrink down a bunch of their guys. Do I want to attack with Leatherhead here? If I attack with Leatherhead, they'll block like this probably. I don't want to sack lands anymore. Not right now. I think they're going to make double blocks because nobody plays this card. So I can kill like all of the guys that they're blocking on my Westwind avatar because it'll be 2, 3, 4, 5. And Leatherhead will still trample over for full damage. Oh my gosh, this Jenika's technique is actually absurd here. We'll see how they block. Yeah, this is the most absurd Jenika's technique I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, the game is just over. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I've been playing with full control on, so they have no idea if I drew something. That's one of the reasons I wanted to play with full control. My guys are still going to die a little. This guy's still going to die. My guy still has damage on him, but I kill their entire board state now. And I do a bunch of damage. I think I'm in okay shape. Maybe the attacks were a little bit greedy. If they blocked the first way, it definitely would have gone way better for me, but... I'm going to gain 3 life here. Probably gain 3 life again. I don't have that many more disappear cards, and I have all my colors out. Definitely start sending him with our guy. And if they draw a couple lands down the stretch, Koya, okay. That's bad for me. We're back out of the driver's seat again. Mutanimals coming down now. Gosh darn it. Yeah, that's why we were trying to pressure them. Henchbots was only a temporary solution. Oh, my god does come back, but it's kind of useless here. I'm going to thin my deck. I have some really good draws left, including this is the one I really want. That's really unfortunate. Unfortunately, I'm probably dead now. The problem is that they drew 8 lands and I drew a lot more cards than them. I drew 8 more cards than them. But 8 lands, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I sacked 13, 14, 15. Like, I only have 2 lands left in my entire deck. If I had drawn a couple more spells, I think I would have been able to get more value. If I had also, I could have also waited on the Jenika's technique, I guess. Looking for Last Ronin. I think it goes away forever, right? Because of the finality counter. No, what? That's not how finality counters work, I guess. Well, Last Ronin or bust. We still have... We had pretty good odds of drawing Last Ronin in this game. I mean, if we ever draw it, we win. I might have messed up there. I was trying to play that really tight. I could have taken 6 extra damage from the Leo there. So I would have been at... Instead of being at 13, I wouldn't have gained the 3 from this, and I would have taken 6 from this. So I would have been at 4. But then I could have played Frog Butler for 2, sacked Frog Butler for 2, and still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage, 6 mana for a Last Ronin. But then I would have been at a low life total, so I was like thinking, okay, if I do that, then they could just play a creature, and then I might not be able to win anyway. But that was a really close game. I maybe got over ambitious with the Jenika's thing, but I cleared out a lot of really problematic creatures there. And I got them down to 5. Maybe I was just supposed to attack with the Westwind avatar and not with the Leatherhead. So that Leatherhead could attack in the future. But then they played Squirrelinoids, which can block Leatherhead. I think when I was doing the math, Jenika's technique wasn't going to deal 2 to my own creatures. So I was like, they don't actually have good blocks because that's my first time playing with the card. But I think trading off my 2 big guys for their entire board state was actually reasonable there. It just so happened that they then drew Koya, which absolutely massacred me. But I was kind of making some progress there before then. And that was also a case of, I think I drew about 3 more lands than I would on average draw there. So if I had drawn 3 more spells, I would have been... obviously in very, very good shape. Having to chump block with my Donatello didn't help matters that much. Okay, we're playing against this matchup again. So the Frog Butler is my only card that dies to Jenika's technique, I think, in my entire deck. Okay, red-white matchup. They're playing the Filcher in a red-white deck. Okay, they get Leonardo going. This is definitely a case where I'm just going to play my Frog Butler. It's at its best on turn 2. Play turn 3 Donatello. If it survives. And then turn 3 Donatello can start buffing up an Omni Cheese Pizza. Definitely not blocking. Red-white can struggle to kill Donatello for sure. Okay, play this. I think this is the best play. If EPF Point Squad is going to grow to become a problem, I could see this spiraling out of control. But they're going to maybe add like 2 counters to EPF per turn. And I will hopefully be able to add more counters than that to a cheese pizza every turn. Oh, they have an answer. That's not good. High Flying Ace. Nope, they do not have an answer. But the EPF Point Squad is growing. Luckily, I have blockers this turn. Okay, main. Play Swamp. I will play the Cheese Pizza. Okay. probably going to try to use our counterspell here. Jenika's technique is not looking great here. That is a must counter. Very good counterspell for our ooze spell here. Okay, so we're going to start playing our lands out. We're going to play our blue-red land first. Then we're going to put 3 counters on this, diversify our creatures a little bit. Okay. So we actually have a really cool line here. And that is reach, stack this, move the counters over. Definitely a greedy line, but they only have 2 white mana available. This can get back my food token. Ooh, that's a great draw to deal with this guy. 3, 4, 5. Ragamuffin, get that back. Yeah, that seems good. Could also play this, then move that thing up. Yeah, I think suiting up a new thing feels better to me. Playing the tap land is not the most important moment here. And I like this because now they're afraid. They're like, oh, my opponent could buff up their thing at any time. Okay. I'm at 16, so I don't want to be too gung-ho here. Okay, so now if these things die, they don't move their counters over. This is why I don't love the filter. It's just not doing anything here. Okay, so they kill my guy. And they get a food, and they buff up the squad. That's a great draw to kill the point squad later. For now, I'm going to bounce the point squad and then attack with everybody. Because they have one less guy in play. They can't even block any of them profitably. This has been fun. I'm feeling pretty good about how I'm playing right now. Last game, maybe I was supposed to take the extra draw step for last Ronins, so maybe that was a mistake. Okay. They scoop it up. I was going to probably Jenika's technique, because then their guy was going to have 1 power, because their other 2 guys were going to be dead. Boom! Bob's your uncle. We got the victory. Okie doke. Definitely a keepable hand. Mouser Mark is a 2-drop for us. We will lead with the blue mana because we need that to cast Mouser Mark. They are on a mulligan. Definitely good for us. We do not have a red mana yet. But we'll find some by the time we get up to this, I think. Okay, prehistoric pet will have to die, I think. We will lead with the Mouser Mark. Then we will tenderize the prehistoric pet. Play our tap land. If they Oroku Saki us, we will not be pleased, but that's how it goes. Sure. I think we do this on our turn, so they can't have any kill spell to our guy in response. I was wondering why things were going so smoothly. I didn't have my full control on the way I wanted. Okay. It was a bluff attack? That was crazy. I always like jamming this guy. Because, like, if they don't have a kill spell, it can run away with the game so quickly. And sometimes they just don't have an answer. Okay. That's a really good card. Okay, main phase. Let's play this. See what we draw off it before we decide what we want to do. That's a great draw. Play this. Do we play Mona Lisa or do we buff up our token there? Or do we buff up the Mouser mark? Kind of want to get the token into the graveyard somehow. I'm going to buff up the token. Do this. I can potentially get all of the counters from it onto Mona Lisa. And then I can use Mona Lisa to tap for 6, cast Brilliance Unleashed, bring back Omni Cheese Pizza. Really just have a fantastic turn lined up. They're going to get some counters on their Mutanimals, but if they don't play another kill spell... If they don't kill my Donatello, I'm probably pretty pleased here. And if they play a kill spell, then they're probably not using Mutanimals. And they're probably going to kill Donatello if they kill something, so Brilliance Unleashed gets a chance to do something. Splinter, sure. So they get to buff up something if they want. They buff up the Splinter, sure. Okay, draw, main. Let's just double check this works. So I have a land drop. That's 6 mana here. I do this. Brilliance Unleashed, bring back the cheese pizza. Mona Lisa is going to be a monster. And I play this, bring back cheese pizza. It's a 3/3 flyer. Kill Mighty Mutanimals. And I draw another card, which is a huge thing here. Now I have a 7/9 here. Mutanimals is down. And I have infinite mana the rest of the game. That's a really good trade for me because I can get it back now. Sure. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think this is a pretty easy line as well. Play Ragamuffin Raptor. Omni Cheese Pizza. Play Omni Cheese Pizza. We've played this same pizza like 6 times. It's been pretty good for us. Oh, that is something else. Okay. So if we ever need to kill everything, we can. But we're kind of ahead by like a mile right now. That's really good. No attacks. They're in a terrible spot here. I might want to save this to get those going at the same time. But I can always bring this back with the second chapter on this, maybe. This is a trampler, which does make it somewhat appealing, but they have a Death Toucher. I really don't care about that, honestly. It's a lot of power and toughness, but all I care about is their Death Toucher, really. I want to play Last Ronin and have Counterspell up. That's a great draw. And I still have Counterspell up because of Mona Lisa. So I'll kill their 1/1, I guess. I don't really want to stop. I don't really care about the Squirrelinoids. I need to stop something more important that could actually, like, beat me. There's a skipper. I can afford to use this, though. Buff up this. I could have attacked with Metalhead. Okay, so this is 2, 8, 12. Yep, we'll kill all of their guys. Keep of our counterspell. Boom. Pretty easy victory when your Donatello adds 40 counters or something over the course of the game. Some cool shenanigans we were able to pull off. This deck is sweet. The Jenicas would have been really good there, the technique. We drew the last Ronin when we didn't even need it, which is kind of fun as well. On the play, we don't have all of our colors. We have some expensive cards. Brilliance Unleashed could be okay here. Omni Cheese Pizza's a redraw. What do I need to draw for this hand to work? I need to draw lands. Pretty much any lands will do, because the Omni Cheese Pizza helps me fix my mana. I have 17 lands in the deck. Another Omni Cheese Pizza is a redraw. I'm trying to convince myself to keep this hand. I have a 6-drop, a 5-drop, all the colors. I'm just going to mulligan. I think that is a correct mulligan. We will keep this. Ditch one Metalhead because it's legendary. And we can cast our Tainted Treats this game, so hopefully this is a game where Jenica's technique looks good. Okay, Jenica's technique looking good already. We don't have the red mana to cast it yet, but they scry to the bottom. That's a great draw, too. If we can draw one land here, we are going to be cooking. We kill a thing, make a food token, and then draw 3, and then sweep the board, hopefully. Do they have the Dream? The Orokusaki? No. Thank goodness. Oh, they're off to a slow start. That's huge for me. Okay, remember, I just want to hit my 4th land drop on time to play this, so play the Omni Cheese Pizza, because remember, I have 3 more tap lands in the deck. Beautiful. Beauty, beauty, beautiful. They're off to a slow start. I'm going to be able to unmulligan. They swamp cycle a Bebop. They probably should have done that on their turn. What does it tell me that they did it on my turn? Well, they probably have 2 mana, -2/-2, or 2 mana, get rid of a small creature. Or else they would have done this on their turn, hit their land drop. No, I was on the play, so they didn't miss a land drop yet. Never mind. Okay, so there's playing a black-white deck. They do not have a 3-mana ninja either, like Leonardo or something. Koya. That also dies to Jenica's technique. I'm definitely going to play Lessons from Life here. And then maybe Omni Cheese Pizza, kill their 2 guys. I'm just not under the most pressure. They might have smaller creatures that they draw. I want to make sure I get as much mana into play as possible. Beautiful. They're not going to see Jenica's technique coming. No one plays this card, really. Like, I've never seen anyone cast it against me. Almost ever. Okay, that's a really good card. That one is going to be one that I have to kill. I don't think I'm going to get greedy. I'm going to Jenica's technique, kill their 2 guys. Tainted Treats, kill this guy. Might as well wait till the beginning of combat. Maybe they'll play something pre-combat. Nice little 2-for-1. We'll take our value where we can get it. Okay. Main phase. We're going to thin our deck first. Get our red source out. Play pizza. They are sitting on a pile of removal. Everyone knows it is removal city over there. Because remember, they didn't do anything on turn 2. Actually, maybe, yeah. If we're going to play this, if it's going to eat a removal spell, it's going to eat a removal spell, and we're okay with that. Okay. They concede? Oh my gosh, what happened over there? They had like 5 cards. Maybe they had all lands or something. Like, what is happening? Why would you ever concede there? You have 5 cards. I have 1 guy in play. I have 3 cards. Like, I'm sure I've gotten 2 for 1 here, 3 for 1 here, but I did mulligan, so that's back down to up 2 cards. And like, I'm not like crazy ahead. This thing was going to be another 2 for 1, but we'll take it. But I'm feeling like I'm kind of in the zone right now. Like, the first game, I could have maybe dug 1 card deeper, as I established, but I'm not really even sure that that was correct, because I could have just lost after playing my guy then. Because I would have been really low, and I like lose to like combat tricks and things like that. But I am I think I'm in okay spot here. You know what I should do? I'm just gonna take a screenshot of my deck just so I know what I have to work with. That just seems like something I should have. Like, I can generally remember everything that I've got that I'm working with. Like, if I had to like name every card in my deck like verbatim from here, I probably could come close. But there's no reason to risk it, kinda. I can always just I try to rely on my memory so that, like, to practice, but I think it's good still just to have, because in a really tight spot I could be like, okay, what do I have here? Oh, I could draw Henchbot, which is a card that I don't often play, but that it would be really good in certain spots. Henchbots almost won me the first game. It was very clutch. I've got a lot of really good cards. I haven't even had to win a game with Last Ronin yet, and when you cast that card, you pretty much always win. So we've just been winning with Donatello. We haven't really even used Leatherhead that much. I mean, we lost the game we had Leatherhead going. Probably because I messed up. Because they drew the Death Toucher afterwards. I probably didn't really have an excuse to lose that game. Okay, this is a good hand. On the draw, Henchbots can maybe do some things. Red, white. Okay. So we're gonna play Mutant Town turn 1. We don't want to use this to fetch a force, and we want to play Frog Butler turn 2. Okay, red, white. Raphael, sure. Draw. Frog Butler. The question I'm faced with is... Okay, sure. Never mind. I'm no longer faced with the question. Like, do I play the Henchbots or do I play my tap land plus Cryptid? Now I think it's pretty easy. Just play the Slithering Cryptid. Stem the bleeding a little bit. I don't even know which land I want to go get with this Escape Tunnel right now. So delaying the decision makes sense from that context as well. Them using Go Ninja Go there instead of playing a threat out could mean they're really afraid of Frog Butler, but it could also just be a sign of weakness. Like, they have a bunch of kill spells in hand. Koya. Okay. If they exile my guy, I get another token. They opt not to. That's a great draw. If I had to choose next turn, which I will probably with this, I would probably choose to get Swamp. I might not have to choose. I could just like play it and then wait to crack it. But I would probably choose to get Swamp because I think I have Last Ronins and Tainted Treats. And the other in red, I just have my... Oh, I have Jenica's Technique too in red. I pulled open my deck list. And Brilliance Unleashed is the main one I think of. So they don't have a kill spell, or they would have killed this guy. Hmm. I'm going to do this. Unlock an attack for 6 here. If they want to attack me back, my henchbots becomes live. I assume they have some sort of kill spell. No? Okay. What's in their hand? They had a Go Ninja Go. Maybe they have some 4-drops. I think they were on the play. So they have missed a land drop. So they probably have a couple 4-drops here, like Neutrinos or something. So Tenderize could be really good here. Could be a very important card. They might not have the time to redeploy this, so the bouncing of it could just be like huge tempo swing. Raphael Tough Turtle comes back. Dimensional Exile, okay. It's pretty good for them. They needed the cheap interaction. They probably attack with Koya. Yep. No. What are they going to do with it other than attack? Yeah. Okay. Pass. Okay. Mona Lisa. Main. Okay. We're going to henchbots this. Suit up this. They could have a deal 3. I feel like they might have used it earlier. I could have also like been really conservative and like used henchbots on like use the counter on the henchbot so it's out of deal 3 range, but that just seems silly. Okay, we will use this. Raphael Most Attitude. Okay. That makes sense with what we thought they would have. A random 4-drop. Okay, main phase. Play this. I can sacrifice it to the Metalhead. I think this makes sense to play first because I can sack it to Metalhead. I will play this. Kill this guy. I can sack this to give my guy Menace, then they have to jump block here. Or they can jump block there. They have to jump block. This just gives them an opportunity to make a mistake. Because if they block Metalhead, they take 5. Or they could block there. And then I sack my 2/3 and they take 8 exactly. So they have to jump Metalhead there. If I sack this thing, I can put them to... They have to jump here and they go to 1. And then I have 3 lethal for creatures. But if they kill henchbots, then they have a blocker. And then I think this just makes more sense. Keep this guy around because it can attack the next turn. Boom. Bob's your uncle. I'm feeling good. This is what's known as the zone. Highway to the danger zone. I have to be careful with my singing because, as we all know, it's so elite that I could just get in trouble just for singing my copy of their famous song. Okay. So, this is an easy keep. They are playing a green deck, so it could be a battle. But we do have the Omni cheese pizzas. And we have the Donatello. So I'm not worried about getting run over. The Jenika's technique may lose some relevance in this matchup. But again, it doesn't kill any of my creatures. So if it ever has a target, like, it can kill their Frog Butler. Unfortunately, I can't kill it on turn 2. If I fall behind, Last Ronin can get me out of it. I shouldn't be dead by turn 6. I want to keep this around because I don't have black mana. Yikes. Dies, gain life equal to his toughness. Each opponent loses 1 life. Yikes. They're attacking, so that means they don't have a 5-drop to play. Sure. They're missing land drops. Okay, draw. So they probably have a kill spell, if this is what they're doing on their turn. Still going to play this. It's something good to get back. If we do play Last Ronins, we're playing Last Ronins on turn 6, no matter what here. Okay, we got a Tenderize out of their hand. We'll play a Zoo Escapees. Two, three, yeah. So now they can play a 5-drop. They just play it. That's going to be good later. So I take 5. Oh, it's only... Oh, no, I don't take the damage because the thing's gone. Oh, that's huge. That's actually a game changer. My gosh. Sure. Raptor gets back Raptor. Okay. I kind of just want to get back to Donatello. West Wind Avatar is also tempting. I definitely don't want to bounce their guy. Donatello is very tempting, as is West Wind Avatar. Metalhead can come back from the other card, so let's do this. We really want to play this guy this turn. They don't have double black. This is my hope. I don't want to do this, but I will do this because if they have Tenderize, this just obliterates them. This is sorcery speed, right? Okay, I did kill the Ragamuffin, but they can get it back again. Sure. If I kill this here... I can bring back Omni Cheese. I could also bring back Metalhead. Just keep killing their guys. If they keep bringing back Raptors, we're okay with that. Oh, I thought I was going to get a food token. I forgot to discard that to punt. That was a misplay. So they're dead next turn if they use Ragamuffin to bring back Ragamuffin. They don't know that, but they are. Yep. Draw. Do this. We will bring back this guy to draw a card. I think just killing their guy over and over made sense, because if they redeployed it, then the Donatello would keep going. But if they just had a kill spell for Donatello at some point, it would have been a little dicey. So I'm not sure that was the correct line. Boom. 5 wins, though. Okay, so this is a keeper. We once again need to draw lands, but we have a redraw here. And if we do draw the lands, then we are in really good shape. We have to draw 1 land, 2 lands, which I think we're roughly 50% to do if we just draw naturally. Okay. Whiffed on the first draw step. We just need to hit on one of our next 2 draws. Boom. We have 2 more draws at it. Okay, they have an April. We have been running pretty well. We've been hitting on these this draft, so if we miss on one, it's not the end of the world. They put 2 to the bottom, which could mean they just really need lands. Land. Boom. Boom shakalaka. Main. This. Let's play the Omni Cheese Pizza. We don't really desperately need to block the April. I could play Slithering Cryptid, I guess. But then what are we doing on the following turn? Let's just do this. We're trying to find our land drops. Boom. If we had played the Slithering Cryptid, it would have worked out better. But if this land was 2 down, we would be in much worse shape if we'd done it the other way. Because now we can play Leatherhead and proceed to block for Eternity. Karai, okay. We are going to play Leatherhead. Leatherhead can block Karai however much we want. This is a really annoying card for Black-White to deal with. So they don't have a combat trick. They don't have a 4-mana sneak play. Cast spell. Okay. Menace guy, sure. Let's do this for now. We have 6 life to work with from this, remember. We're drawing before we use this, actually, because we want to see if we hit a particular color. Here we're going to get black mana. So we're going to take 5 here. We worked through a lot of lands, and now we get to bounce this Toka with our Metalhead next turn. Jenica, sure. We're working our way. We have pretty decent odds of eventually drawing deal 2 to everything or board sweeper. We have 2 of those in the deck. That's a great draw. We have 3, 6, 7 mana, so we can play this and Ice Cream Kitty. I think we want to just kill the token. We could bounce this guy, but they'll just redeploy it over time. Remember, we have 6 life to work with, so we're not really that worried about our life total. We have a double block set up on the Toka now. And we do want to kill this before they have too many creatures in their graveyard. Turtle Blimp, sure. That's a card that we might have to kill as well. Or we could try to hit them with Leatherhead and kill it that way. That honestly might be the better play. Okay, main phase. Okay, so trying to hit them with Leatherhead is a tempting option now that I have a few blockers in play. We're going to play this guy now, though. We're going to play it a little bit slow. So if we attack with Leatherhead... Yeah, there's no reason to risk it here. No reason to risk it at all. Next turn, if Donatello lives, which it might, we can set things up very nicely for ourselves. We can put 3 counters onto our Mutagen token, sacrifice Mutagen token to Ice Cream Kitty, put 3 counters on Leatherhead. Leatherhead attacks. We have Tainted Treats to help it push through. They have -5, -5. That's how it goes. They do have it. Play land. Put counter onto Leatherhead, I think. Or we could sacrifice it to draw a card. I think that's actually better. Let's see what we find. That is a fantastic draw. I will sacrifice the land to gain some life here, because I have plenty of lands. Even though I know I would draw the card anyway, it negates a full attack from that. Resolve, and now in the future I don't need to sack lands, so I can get back Donatello now. I can play both next turn. Okay. That's a kill spell out of their hand. Oh, look what the cat dragged in. Well, that's going to be a great draw. Can they kill me? I can kill 1, 2, 3, 4 things. I don't need to really get the Donatello back. I can just get back my guy that's going to gain me a bunch of life and draw me a bunch of extra cards. And then it's less suspicious when I hold up my Jenika's technique. I think I just want to make sure I don't die. Jenika's technique has been amazing, though. And I do want to kill this before it can hit me. One, two, three, four. Oh. Well, I'm glad I saved my kill spell. Do they hit that guy? We'll do 2 to everything first. Oh no, we messed up. Oh no, I got... Oh my gosh. I thought it was the end step because I messed that up. Oh my god, that was so bad. Well, we'll have to deal with that misplay for the rest of time. My gosh, well that was a still getting used to full control play. Huge misplay. I literally could have just waited till this was the end step. Especially because I was going to kill it anyway. Huge misplay. They literally have a 4/4 they shouldn't have. Luckily, we have a plan. A very cunning plan. We can bounce it back to our hand and look like a genius. They have Karai's technique. Shredder Unrelenting, sure. We go to exactly 1. That's crazy. I mean, we really have no business losing this game. It was literally just I waited until... I didn't wait till their end step to cast my spell, which is a huge blunder, but... Bum, 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 bum. Deal 5 to the Shredder. Bring this back as a 3/3 flyer. They concede. Oh my gosh. Luckily, my opponent is seen enough. Oh my gosh. I felt so silly because I was going to kill the Shredder and then I was like, okay, I want to use Jenika's on their turn because I want my creatures to not have damage on them. And then I just thought I was making this decision on their end step because they'd played the Shredder and they were tapped out. And I had just not passed through the second main phase. Okay. Lesson learned. That's one of those ones where, like, it's kind of a digital loss if I had lost that game. Because I would not have taken even close to that much damage if I had not given them a free 4/4 trampler. And the fact that that game was that close was pretty much just because of a misclick, and misclick errors don't bother me as much as strategical errors. Like our first game where we lost, I was more worried because I thought maybe I was supposed to have played it slightly differently to give myself an extra draw step. It's funny, give myself an extra draw step in the case where I draw specifically a 2-drop creature, which I only have like one of in the deck. Okay, we're keeping this. What are we up against? This format feels very much like Constructed to me in many ways, where the matchups are pretty well defined, and you kind of get a good sense of what you're supposed to be doing in each matchup. Like my opponent's playing red-white probably, or red-blue. Okay, the red-blue. One of my favorite decks to play as. Least favorite to play against. It's such a good deck. Okay, we will play green source, Omni Cheese. We do not have a 3-drop yet. Donatello's good. Blue-red struggles to deal with it sometimes because the main of their damage deals like 3 damage. We will probably play it on turn 3. Are they missing a land drop? I doubt it. Do they have nobody? If they do, it's the dream start. It's what blue-red wants to be doing at common. Turn 2 Mouser Foundry, turn 3 nobody. Nobody knows the troubles I seen. Yep. I don't know why they slow rolled it, honestly. They must have some pretty dang good options if they, aren't gonna live the dream. Maybe they, want to activate this on turn 5. They keep it on top. Unfortunately, we are in dire straits already. We're taking 5 here. We don't have black mana, so we might want to keep this around. What do our next few turns look like? Donatello, Metalhead, Pachyderm Tenderize. We don't have time to use this anytime other than now, really. And we do want to make sure we don't die, because they're pressuring us, and we do not have the defense, really, right now. And don't worry, Donatello into Metalhead would also give us the artifact we need. Buzzbots. I don't know if we have time to go for Lessons from Life here. It would set up our Pachyderm Tenderize play for next turn. 4, 5, 6. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards right now. Yeah, I haven't even deployed a card. I'll have to discard to hand size if I do that. This will be a little check. Do they have removal or not? We got a 3/5. Is it removal that can kill this? Playing a 4/4, we couldn't block the 1/1s because then they kill our guy. A 3/5, we can block the 1/1 tokens. Okay. General Trag. Oh, that's so brutal. That is unfortunate, to say the least. That's like one of the... I mean, there's a couple other cards that deal 4. Okay. I think we might lose this game. If we draw a land to go Pachyderm Tenderize, we might be okay. That's good for us. That's a good sign. This is no longer a good sign. Maybe we were just supposed to play the lessons from life, go full defensive, like take 10 damage. Before we play anything mode, this card is going to destroy us, though. Ooh, that's a really good draw for the future. Unfortunately, we did not draw a land there. That was kind of the whole point of that. Was to get ourselves ramped a little. We don't even have our black mana. Oh my gosh, we're gonna run them over here. If we draw a swamp. If we draw a swamp, we're in this with a chance. Because we can kill this then. But if we hadn't sacked the pizza, we'd be dead here. We needed the life gain at the time. Swamp. Ooh, that's my first time drawing this game. Unfortunate. We were so close. If they hadn't gone super wide here, like if they hadn't had the ability to make 10 more guys, we could have played Brilliance Unleashed, got back Metalhead, killed this guy, bounced the token. Unfortunate. We were close in this game. We just needed to hit more land drops a little bit more consistently, but... Because we could have... They had 7 mana in play. We could have easily had, like 8 mana in play there, because we didn't get to put a free land into play, and we didn't get to play a land. If we had 8 mana there, then it's getting close. I think we still slightly lose. No, actually, we can win then. Because if we had 8 mana in play, we could play thing, get back our Omni Cheese Pizza, use the... No, we would have been 1 mana short of then playing Jenica's after that. Because we needed to get Omni Cheese Pizza back so we could cast our black spells. Our mana did bite us there. If we'd had black mana, we could have won that. Kill their 5/5, sweep their board. Then we just like start playing our 7/7s and stuff. But unfortunately, despite drawing a bunch of cards, our mana did not really cooperate there. That's how it goes. Okay, final game. We're on the draw. I think this is an easy keep. Playing against a red deck. Hopefully it's not red-blue. I think red-blue is scarier. Okay, on the draw, we do need to hit our first land draw. We need to draw 1 land in our top 3 cards. We do have 2 cheese pizzas as a redraws. Playing against blue-red. This is not the scariest 2-drop for blue-red to have. Still not an ideal one for us to see. Okay, perfect. Would we rather? Yeah, I think we'd rather make sure we can hit our Mona Lisa on turn 3. They're going to be able to hit us for 2. We play Mona Lisa. Maybe they kill it, maybe they don't. We're going to go get our red mana. But not yet. This is pretty annoying against the ooze. Actually, we're going to get an island, because that means that we can cast our ooze spill if we draw... I mean, we can cast Lessons from Life. And we can cast ooze spill. The ooze is a really messed up card, and we probably don't stand a great shot against it. If Mona Lisa dies, this game dies with it. And we've battled hard, but unfortunately that's how it goes sometimes. That last game, I think we really had a shot, though. We just didn't draw what we needed. Yep, that is not good. Now we really need to top deck a land. They've invested a lot of resources into this Mouser mark. Metalhead tends to be pretty good against that. Okay, huge draw. I'm really feeling okay about this game now. Destroying all creatures is looking pretty appealing to help me catch up here. Ray Fillet. That's pretty good with the ooze. If I draw a land, I'm jamming Last Ronin here. Boom. We have yet to cast Last Ronin. This is the time. It's a clean 2-for-1. They get a bunch of oozes. It's going to be more than a 2-for-1, though. We're going to play our 2 guys plus a Domini Cheese Pizza or something. We do have to mill a creature if we want to get the full value from it. Oh, they're going to be able to exile whatever creature we choose with their ooze, so we're not going to get value from it anyway. Chrome Dome, sure. Big draw. That's a great draw. That can kill their ooze. I don't even hit a creature anyway. Metalhead, I think, is the play. I could have gone like bum bum bum, but I don't want to take 5. They have 1 unknown in their hand. And at a certain point, I don't really even care that much. If they just load up all their counters onto this guy, we can kill the ooze, then kill this guy, because we have 2 kill spells. Unfortunate. I don't get to go Super Saiyan, unfortunately. Okay, main phase, sad day. I could have played around that for sure. Yep. Then I'm going to counter the Chrome Dome. I do have 6 cards in hand and they have 2, so I should still be able to win this, despite the fact that any creature they play is going to be an absolute behemoth. Beautiful. Main phase. Play this. I really want to kill this thing, but I'm not sure if I'm able to. This card is just a nightmare for me. I mean, I didn't get that much value out of the last Ronin, honestly. I didn't get to turn one of my creatures Super Saiyan. They were able to use Trag as a really effective 2-for-1, honestly. Okay. That's a good draw. In the future, maybe. Ragamuffin Raptor's not looking so hot here. Any creature they play is a complete monster. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to lose to the ooze. Sure. Um... Hmm. So I can bounce the ooze. Or I can kill their 3/3. That seems better. I should have done this first. Gosh darn it. I could have killed it with Tainted Treats, like, maybe at some point. I was just kind of behind at the time. And then they drew 2 creatures with 1. It was pretty bad for me. Do they want to force me to chump block? Yes, they do want to force me to chump block. Huge. I was planning on chump blocking anyway, opponent. Cryptid. Okay. Hmm. Maybe I should have sacked one of these and then gotten that back. Drawn an extra card. I think they have a land in hand, so I think they just have... They just got a 10-10. So giving my guy Menace a couple times could be enough. Oh, that's a bummer. Real bummer. Okay. Huge. So if they don't have a kill spell for this guy, I think we're going to win. Four, 10 mana, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 3 lands left. They have 8. They have a good chunk of lands left. Omni Cheese Pizza, not what we wanted to see. The redraw could be a land. Oh, it looks like that's something. We have another Metalhead somewhere. No, this is our only one left. So if they make this guy giant, and we give our guy Menace. Like we play Metalhead, we play Mouser Mark, sack Mouser Mark. Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. No! That's game. Gosh darn it. This thing is so stupid. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so brutal. That's a brutality right there. We can't even draw our own copy of that card and have it work out for us. I'll just do this. Unfortunate. We needed them to flood out. Oh no. Gosh, we would have been able to do some work here. Gosh, maybe we could get them. Trample plus Tenderize is pretty good combo. They do have a lot of life gain though now. They have 6 life points of gain. 6 points of life gain. Sure. We have a lot of life gain of our own. Sure. This would be a crazy victory. We know one of our cards is Brilliance Unleashed. What are our other cards? We do not have Jenika's techniques anymore. They're just going to keep going, I guess. Sure. So what are our 3 spells left? We have Brilliance Unleashed, Donatello, Leatherhead. I think those are the 3. We need Brilliance Unleashed here. And probably Donatello. So we might have to use Ice Cream Kitty to sacrifice Mouser Mark. Gosh, Donatello would have been so good here. They don't have any kill spells for it. It would just grown my guy forever. It wasn't in the bottom 6. Brilliance Unleashed. Okay. We don't even have red mana somehow. Gosh. Well, shucks. Brilliance Unleashed, deal 5 to this. Tenderize it. Attack with everything. They go block here, block here. We punch this guy so that I trample over for full damage. And then they survive and kill me. Unfortunately, the ooze is going to get me here. Oh my gosh. What? Why didn't they ooze? Oh my gosh, we won. Oh, baby, we won. They didn't kill my metalhead with their ooze in response to my spell. Oh, they could have totally stopped me. That's why you battle till the bitter end. I mean, I've made mistakes, but sometimes your opponents mess up. Oh my gosh, we got the win. I did not think that was going to happen. Boom! Let's go! Yes! Oh my gosh! The ooze! The ooze has been defeated! Yes! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! It all came down to that. We played like a 40-minute game, or however long that was, only for them to forget their ooze on the last second. And then both Omni Cheeses to cast my red spell and then activate my Metalhead were necessary to kill them that turn. Oh my absolute crazy. Yes! Yes! Oh, that was glorious. Glorious, I say. Oh, yes. Oh, man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. What a win. Yes! Oh, we played so well this draft. I felt really proud of us. And by us, I mean, you technically weren't playing, but you were here in spirit. The Henchbot turned out pretty decent there. Ooze Spill, I think 1-1 was a decent split. The Jenica's technique did some serious work. What a absolute blast of a run. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it all the way till the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag brilliance, because the top decked brilliance unleashed to get that trophy was chef's kiss. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I'll talk to you next time.